Braves Extra.
The Anglers Extra pregame show continues from Spillane Field before Chatham and Wareham. It's time for Catch of the Day. Ian Unsworth joined by A's catcher Jack Rubenstein. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yesterday you guys had your Fenway Day workout. You hit a couple of bombs off the green. How did that feel?
Definitely pretty cool. Never been to Fenway. Always wanted to go see a game there, but for my first time to be playing on the field, hit some BP, definitely a cool experience.
What was the most unique thing you noticed about Fenway compared to a different MLB ballpark?
Probably not many seats. I'm used to going to Braves games in Atlanta. Pretty big stadium, but old school feel there. Not a ton of seats. Makes sense why they sell out every night. And other than that, I would just say the ball was flying, so that was pretty cool.
I'm a Phillies fan. You're a Braves fan. We got a little bit of a rivalry going here. What's your favorite memory from a major league game you've been to?
I'd say World Series this year. I went with my dad, brother, and grandfather to Game 5 in Atlanta. So Freddie hit that grand slam, and that was definitely probably the craziest memory I've ever had at a Braves game.
When you saw this year that Freddie Freeman went to the Dodgers, wanted to come back to the Braves, how'd you feel?
I always loved Freddie, but it sounds like it kind of worked out getting Matt Olson, saved some money. So in terms of like long-term plan for the Braves, I think it worked out okay.
You're still chasing the Mets, but
yeah.
we'll let that ride for right now. Focusing back in on the Chatham side of things, you guys made a long trip to Boston yesterday, and now you're back on mainland Massachusetts facing Wareham. How did those long road trips improve team morale?
It's just a lot of fun hanging out with guys on the bus. Honestly, I've played in some leagues with some pretty rough road trips in years past, so a couple hours was nothing. I don't really mind it too much.
Longest road trip you've been on?
Man, probably 7 or 8 hours in the coastal plains. I couldn't even tell you where, but they all kind of blend in at this point.
After 7 or 8 hours on a bus, how do you get ready to play?
Just get out and stretch, man. I don't know. It's summer ball. I don't really have a choice. Just kind of get used to it.
Today at Spillane Field, you got some sun streaming in, but a really windy one as well. You think that affects how you guys approach the game?
For sure. I'd say the biggest factor here is this infield. I've never really seen anything like it, so it might be some nasty hops, but I think as a hitter, if you get one in the air, we might have a chance to get one out of here.
For those who aren't watching on the TV broadcast, the infield is straight stone dust. It's dark gray and the grass is a little bumpy. So, Jack, I think that's an accurate assessment. What were you seeing in infield, outfield that caused those rough hops?
Definitely a lot of nasty hops. I feel bad for our infielders. Luckily, I'm not one today. But, I mean, I've been pretty impressed with our infield guys since I've been here, so I'm not too worried about it.
Jack Rubenstein trusts the Chatham infield, and they might have a tough task today as they take on the Wareham Gatemen in just a couple minutes. Jack, thanks for coming on Catch the Day.
Yeah, thanks for having me.